What I'm about to tell you right now is going to change your life forever. It's going to change the way you see people. It's going to change the way you see yourself forever. In this video, you're going to be hearing things that you have not heard anywhere else. What if I told you you are actually hot? You are a smoke show. What if I told you there is an invisible barrier that is stopping you from actually being hot? This is a real thing. And it can be broken so you can step into your hotness. I know right now you feel ugly. Maybe it's your weight, maybe it's your eyes. Maybe there's this one insecurity you have that you just can't take your eyes off and it plagues your mind every day. Or you just genuinely don't feel attractive. There was a butterfly, that's a sign that you need to watch this video. You may be thinking like, Holly, people have told me this about myself. I know people look at me like I'm ugly. This is all in your head. What you believe to be true is true. This is a universal law. So you have created this energy, this aura that you are not attractive. Because what you feel inside, you emanate out. It manifests. This is law. Whatever you feel internally, manifests externally. If you feel insecure, you will act insecure and people will pick up on the fact that you're insecure. You don't believe me still? This was me 1 year ago today. Okay, it wasn't 1 year ago, I think it was like 2 years ago now. I manifested external physical appearance change. I was always feeling somewhat unattractive all the freaking time. I didn't feel sexy, I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin, I had excess weight that I wanted to get rid of, and I just didn't feel my best. Okay, I wasn't feeling good at all the time. And when you're single, that's kind of a key factor to attracting a high quality person. You want to feel good in your own skin, because when you feel confident in your own skin, you act confident and you have higher self-worth. So when you're dating, when you're single and you're looking for a potential partner, if you don't have high self-worth, you have low self-worth. So being attractive goes beyond the physical, the materialistic. It is very important to be hot, to feel attractive, because when you do, you grow your self-worth, and this emanates into all aspects of your life: career, money, social, happiness. Because I've been there where you're looking in the mirror every day and you want to cry because it's like, I don't like what I'm seeing, and it consumes your being, really. I want you to know it is your birthright to feel happy. And if you don't feel hot, if you don't feel confident, if you have low self-worth, you don't feel happy. So I want you to realize wanting to be hot is not egotistical. Wanting to be hot, being hot, is your birthright. Your self-worth was formed when you were a child. People who have low self-worth, they weren't born with that. They were traumatized. I'm telling you how it is. If you want to be hotter, this is where we're going. Look at your relationship to your mum, to your dad. Maybe one's good, maybe one's bad. I was there. I didn't really realize the relationship with my parents wasn't actually good. Yes, it was like normal, but I realized recently I had never been told by my mum or my dad, especially my dad, his daddy issues, that I was beautiful, that I was worthy, that I was enough just the way I am. My mom, I realized, had her own insecurities, and I picked up on those from a very young age, like weighing herself on the scales, being very picky about food. She wasn't an almond mom, but like, if you had an almond mom, you know how it is. And she would always read those like naughties magazines about, oh my gosh, look at this person, they gained weight, like look at them in a bikini, how to lose weight, I must be this way. And you don't really realize how traumatizing those things are because they go unnoticed. So my mum would always say like, oh my gosh, hasn't Karen gained weight recently? Or Karen looks terrible with those false eyelashes on. Or Karen really needs to start taking care of herself because she's really lost it. What is that outfit she's wearing? Constantly nitpicking other people's appearance. Now, you don't realize as a young child how much you really take this on because it is subconscious. It is always running in the back of your mind. So what people really don't speak about is there is body dysmorphia, and I know what body dysmorphia is, and I've experienced body dysmorphia. However, I've never heard anyone speak about face dysmorphia. It's not really something you either speak about, because when you just think you're ugly, it's like, I'm not really gonna like go around saying to people like, oh yeah, I'm ugly, and people are gonna be like, oh yeah, wait, you're not ugly. What are you even talking about? When you think you're ugly, even if someone did say that, like you're not ugly, you don't fucking believe them because you think you're ugly and you think they're just trying to be nice.
Do you feel sexy?
No, not when I'm being me. I've played characters where I feel sexy.
When you believe this about yourself, that you are not attractive, it doesn't matter what anyone says because you just don't believe them. Because the belief that you're unattractive is so strong. I tried to cover this up with extensive makeup. I dyed my hair platinum blonde. I wore these excessive wigs, extensions, clothing, like pink fluffy things. And whenever I posted on Instagram, I used to edit myself like no tomorrow. And I literally could not take a picture without a filter on it, or I always used to be like trying to cover my face somehow. What you believe to be true is true. Perspective is everything. How you see the world, something, is how it is. Your mind dictates your reality. What you believe to be true is true, and also the degree to which you believe something to be true. For example, I have this friend and she is a 10 out of 10. She is a 10 out of 10, and she has low self-worth through her childhood. She's genuinely a 10, and she also acts in a way where she's hot. She believes she's hot, but there's also this big part of her that doesn't believe she's hot. And I don't know how else to explain that, but if you know, you know. Like the feeling of being unattractive versus actually being unattractive. It's a very weird thing, and it's only if you know, you know. Usually when you have body dysmorphia, you're not obese. So you kind of know like, okay, I'm not like fat, but I'm also fat. So back to my friend. Every boyfriend she's had has been ugly. Dumpster trash, skunk ugly. I'm not even just sticking up for my friend. I'm not over exaggerating. This is not a hyperbole. They were the lowest of the low, okay? Not just in their appearance, but also they were poor, they were mean to her, they were abusive to her. So she went through her last breakup and I met with her and I was just like, girl, like I don't think you realize how attractive you are. And I told her that, and she gave me this look where it was like, no, I don't. I didn't really want to therapy my friend right then and there, but it is this low self-worth from childhood, this face dysmorphia. It really comes from just not feeling good enough. So you see, it is all well and good looking hot. I physically manifested my glow up because I wanted to transcend this feeling ugly thing. I was like, I don't like this. This isn't gangster. I want to feel attractive. So after I manifested my glow up, I manifested being hotter, and I could see that visually, I still felt unattractive. I manifested weight loss. I was like pretty skinny, And I was still nitpicking at my insecurities. I was like, this, I don't like this, I need to change this, I still need to lose more weight, this, my nose, my eyes, this. And at that point, she knew. It really had nothing to do with my external appearance. And that's when I had the epiphany where it was like, this is some inner work stuff. I need to look at this, why I feel ugly. I did all my spiritual woo-woo stuff, you know, journaling, meditating, self-inquiry. And that's when I had like this moment where it was like, oh my gosh, like I looked in the mirror and I was like, I'm actually not ugly. And when you have that moment, it's like, oh, damn. Oh. How I had this realization was by looking into my childhood, by realizing the things that my parents said to me had an impact on me, by realizing the things they didn't say to me had an impact on me, by the things they said to other people had an impact on me. It's really a journey that you need to take and you need to look within. I can't really tell you about your parents because I don't know them. But if this video resonates for you, hopefully some of the things I've said will hit home. So you can start to notice this in people right away, and when you start you won't be able to stop, and it's gonna literally change your life. Say for example we're talking about a high school and you've got the generic popular people that are always hot. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the popular people are always hot? Is it because they're hot that they're popular? No. They are popular because they have high self-worth. They are hot because they have the self-worth in themselves. When you look deeply at that person, sometimes, obviously there's the genetically blessed, but you can be ugly and genetically blessed, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But when you really look at them all, the hot, blonde cheerleader type, when you look at their face, truly, sometimes they are not genetically blessed. And if you took away their self-worth, they would be ugly. Think The Princess Diaries. That girl, if we didn't know she was Anne Hathaway, she would be ugly. Genetically blessed, but ugly. And it's only when they transformed her and they sort of implemented this self-worth, this confidence that she was a princess, that she then transformed into beauty.
Gonna take this and give you
a princess.
So you can look at ugly people, nerds, goths. I'm not saying any of these people are ugly and bad, but goths hide their face. You don't know what goths look like because they have a low self-worth. I mean, I don't know goths personally, but usually goths aren't the popular kids, so they have some self-worth issues to a degree. When you think of unpopular kids, you think, oh, they dress grungy, they don't take care of their hair, they have glasses, but they also have low self-worth. You also imagine them hunched over, really small, really quiet. It is all connected, my friend. Now, when you look at the nerds, truly, you look at their features. Some of them are genetically blessed. In fact, I would argue that you could transform any of these unpopular kids to look like the popular kids, to look like the hot cheerleader type. When you understand being hot is a self-worth thing, being hot is not something that you were born with. And low self-worth is also not something you were born with. You realize how much power you hold into becoming more attractive. Like I said, you can manifest being hot without fully believing it. You can manifest anything without fully believing it. You just have to believe it a little bit. But in order to live like a good life, like in order to be like happy and stuff, like I don't know if you want to be happy, but like if you do, what is the point in looking hot if you don't feel hot? And you may argue, a lot, pretty privileged. Ugh. But I would argue, what is the point of looking happy if you don't feel happy? It's the same thing. There's no point. Oh look, Holly looks happy. Holly looks happy. And I'm fucking, I don't know, crying into a pillow every night. It doesn't mean. This is hopefully your hotness awakening. Being hot is a mindset. Everything is a mindset. You need to believe it to see it. People think you need to see it to believe it. That's not how it works. Look at the chair over there. There isn't a chair over there, but I'm hoping you can see a chair. Did someone have to see a chair to believe chairs could be a thing? Surprise, surprise, no. Someone invented a chair in their mind, then they manifested it externally. Everything starts in your mind. Now I've given you all this sort of knowledge. Here you go. Here's a present. I have unloaded all this facts onto you. What are you gonna do with it? Listen, just by watching this video, you're gonna change your life, and you don't even need to do anything after this video. But I also wanna give you some tangible things if you would like to actually consciously work on this. The first one I would recommend is inner work, self-inquiry, shadow work. Some things you can try with this is obviously journaling, a prompt, you know, why do I think I'm ugly? I know it sounds stupid, but just write, why do I think I'm ugly? On the top of the piece of paper. Then you write down all the reasons you think I'm ugly. Because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that. And then you ask, why do I think that? I think that because so-and-so told me this, and I did this and this, and then you ask, why? Why? And after the fifth why, you may start to cry because you'll be like, you've usually uncovered the truth. You uncover the seed of why you think you're ugly. That's called the 5 why method. I didn't invent it. I can't remember who did. Someone smart. That's a really, really, really great journaling prompt. A good thing to do is meditate on it. Just sit in silence with some meditation music and just ask your higher self, if you believe in God, if you believe in the universe, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, we don't care on this channel. And just ask for guidance. You don't have to say anything, just listen. And whenever another thought passes you by, like, what am I having for dinner? Just let it go. Just let it go. Just observe it and let it go and sit in the silence and wait for the answers to come to you. Just keep waiting. And then when they do, just listen. Those are some really helpful things to really uncover that deep work. Then I would also recommend vision boarding, scripting, affirmations. I know everyone says that, but you know why they say that? Because it works. There's no freaking special woo-woo. This is the secret key to manifesting. It's literally scripting, affirmations, vision boarding, visualization. You guys probably know what these things are, but I'm gonna give you some tangible things to do. With manifesting, you need to schedule a time to do it. Otherwise, you won't do it. This is how you know when someone's serious about something. You're trying to go on a date with a guy, and he doesn't organize a time, he doesn't organize a place, he doesn't organize a date. Then the date's not happening. If he hasn't said time, place, date, the date's not happening. So you need to schedule that in yourself. When are you gonna do the affirmations? Every morning while you're brushing your teeth. With Atomic Habits, this is called habit stacking. So find a time in your day when you're gonna stack on the habit of affirmations. Maybe it's you wake up from your coffin and you're like, I'm beautiful, I'm attractive. With manifesting anything, you need to evoke how it would feel to have the thing you want. Because that is literally how you step into the vibrational reality where you have the thing you want, the feeling. The feeling is a secret. So write out 3 to 5 affirmations. I'd say 5, honestly. And invoke the feeling. I feel confident. I feel attractive. I feel sexy. Whatever affirmations you really resonate with. And say them every day for 2 weeks. That's what I'm asking. Watch how you change your life. Watch how you start reprogramming your subconscious. Vision boarding, get some images from Pinterest. How do you want to look? How do you want to look? I want to look like that. I want to look like that. Look deeply at the Pinterest images as well. What does that feel like? Pick Pinterest pictures that make you feel how you want to feel. Make a vision board, put it up on your wall. There's lots of videos telling you how to make a vision board. I would really recommend scripting though. It's important to do the shadow work to get to the seed, but scripting helps you embody that version of yourself that has the thing you want. Because when you're scripting, you are feeling into that version of yourself. Maybe you write down a specific event you want to manifest, like being picked up on the street. I did this myself. My scripting was, I feel so confident walking down the street. I feel so sexy. People are always looking at me because of how attractive I look. And I get picked up on the street for a day, right? And not only did this manifest, but continues to manifest. Like, I just genuinely believe now, because that's what scripting does. It makes you believe that that's your reality. And with manifesting anything, if you have the belief, you have it. Like, if you have the belief that something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. It's no doubt. What you believe to be true is true. And scripting really helps with this. So I just believe now that I just have this aura. I just have the attractiveness. I just have the sexy eyes that men just look at me on the street and can't help themselves. So it really is what you believe to be true is true. Scripting really does work. So just write down whatever you want, but really remember to evoke the feeling of how it will feel to feel hot, to be hot. So I want to leave you with this one note. I'm really hoping that everything that I've said has resonated. You're going to do the action steps that I've told you to do, because if you don't take action, how are you going to get results? On a more compassionate note, I want you to know it is your birthright to feel happy. And if you don't feel hot, if you don't feel confident, if you have low self-worth, you don't feel happy. So I want you to realize wanting to be hot is not egotistical. Wanting to be hot, being hot, is your birthright. I really hope this video has helped. If it has, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below for any video recommendations. If you do want more one-on-one help, I also offer one-on-one coaching, link in description. I love you, I believe in you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.